Hey, what is up, Envy Gang, Envy Gang? And we got breaking news. Lonzo Ball did not get traded at the deadline. Lonzo Ball is still a Pelican. This is crazy. After months and months and even more months of speculation, people not knowing what was going on, Lonzo being in trade rumors, Lonzo Ball is still a Pelican. And I'm wondering what this front office is doing. What are the Pelicans doing? Lonzo Ball is still a Pelican. Why is Lonzo Ball still a Pelican even after being in trade talks and trade rumors since the beginning of the season? It's been very clear the Pelicans had no long-term interest in Lonzo Ball. Not at all. They drafted Nickeil Alexander-Walker. They drafted Kira Lewis Jr. They got Eric Bledsoe on the team. They're having Zion be the point guard. They're having Brandon Ingram play a point forward or whatever, right? It's been very clear from the very beginning the Pelicans had no interest in Lonzo Ball. When they were doing that Anthony Davis trade, Lonzo Ball was just a big name, another asset to throw in the trade. What they really wanted was Brandon Ingram and all those assets, including Josh Hart and whatever the case else, right? To make that Anthony Davis trade, they did not. It was very clear that they had no interest in Lonzo Ball whatsoever for whatever reason. Even though Lonzo Ball currently is playing at a fringe all-star level play. He's shooting 38% from three. He's their best perimeter defender, but they seem to have no long-term interest in Lonzo Ball. And you have to ask yourself why. Why don't they want Lonzo Ball? Why has Lonzo Ball been in trade talks for months? And at the trade deadline, they didn't trade him. So what is this Pelicans front office doing? I can see Zion or maybe Brandon Ingram leaving in free agency because this Pelicans front office, I don't know what they're doing. Why is Lonzo still a Pelican? Now, don't get me wrong. I want Lonzo and Zion to be together. I love the young core that they have with Lonzo, Zion, Brandon Ingram. They can make the core work, but Lonzo playing as an off guard, as a shooting guard instead of a point guard. The stats Lonzo's averaging now, he could be averaging way better than this. Way better. But for whatever reason, you guys have Lonzo in the corner. Why? If you guys don't want him in your long-term plans, you guys aren't going to trade Lonzo. Why is Lonzo still a Pelican? I just don't get it. What is going on here? You put JJ Redick on ice. JJ Redick hasn't left the team or whatever, right? Lonzo is still on the team. Pelicans front office, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because it's seeming that you're not going to sign him, right? When the season is over, you're not going to sign Lonzo, which means Lonzo is going to go on the free market. So you're going to let Lonzo walk for nothing. Meanwhile, you've replaced Lonzo with what? Kira Lewis Jr. and Nickeil Alexander Walker. Those are your point guards for the future. Those are the point guards you want to play Zion and Brandon Ingram. You have a pass first point guard, a very rare thing in the NBA nowadays, a pass first point guard. There's not that many pass first point guards in the league. There's Lonzo, Ricky Rubio, Rajon Rondo. That's about it for the notable pass first point guards in today's NBA. This is ridiculous. Why is Lonzo being relegated to play off the ball? Lonzo's been a trending topic on Twitter for hours at this point that Lonzo potentially could get traded, this and that about Lonzo, and then Lonzo is still a Pelican at the end of the day. Why? Why is Lonzo still a Pelican? What's going on here? This is ridiculous. This is simply ridiculous. The Pelicans are incompetent, and I'm saying, listen, why don't you trade Lonzo to a team that could use him, right? To build up so he could be the. You guys don't want him. Lonzo's going to walk for nothing. There's going to be a team that's going to pay Lonzo the money that he deserves, and the Pelicans are not going to match it. They made it very clear they're not going to match it. Why? Lonzo's your third best. Listen, so on the Pelicans roster, you have Zion Williamson, you have Brandon Ingram, whoever you want to say. Brandon Ingram was an all-star last year. Zion Williamson was an all-star this year. They're interchangeable. Let's say Zion Williamson is your best player. Second on that list is Brandon Ingram. So who's your third best player on the team? Lonzo Ball. But you don't want Lonzo Ball to play with a Zion Williamson. Lonzo is literally the best point guard you could pair next to a Zion Williamson. Lonzo's not a scorer. He doesn't want to score the ball. He wants to facilitate, give everyone their touches. What team wouldn't want Alonzo Ball? So Pelicans, you had the chance to sign him early. You chose not to. So what is going on here? Let Lonzo go to a team that will appreciate him and use him rather than you wasting his time on this team. Lonzo's wasting his time. He's wasting his efforts. His dad said it. Everyone with two eyes knows that Lonzo's wasting his time on the team, and the Pelicans are incompetent. Extremely incompetent. If you're not going to use Lonzo right, at least let him go to a team that could use him, that could utilize him better than what the Pelicans are doing currently. This is ridiculous. You want Kira Lewis or Nikhil Alexander Walker to be the point guard of the future for this team? Why would that's horrible. That's simply horrible. Why can't Lonzo get traded? And don't get me wrong, I want Lonzo and Zion and everyone else I want them to keep this young core together, but it's clear that that's not in the Pelicans' long-term plan. Lonzo is still trending. Listen, no Lonzo Ball trade, according to Adrian Wojnarowski. No Lonzo Ball trade. What? Lonzo Ball staying in New Orleans. What in the world? I don't know. I can't make this up. The trade rumors have had fans and all the whole bunch and this and that. This is just crazy. Let Lonzo go to a team that can use him. Because right now, as a fan of Lonzo's, you're torn between rooting for the Pelicans and saying, "Oh well, if he goes away, then what now?" So now that it's clear that Lonzo's going to stay on the team, I guess we just have to hope for the best. I'm hoping that the front office can see that don't break this young core up. If you break this young core up, you will lose everything, right? So I guess we got to roll with the punches. Lonzo is still a Pelican. It is what it is at this point. It's your boy for all to envy, guys. Do you disagree? Do you agree with me? So far it is what it is. Lonzo's still a Pelican. I guess we just got to roll with the punches and just hope for the best. Hope that the Pelicans are completely incompetent. Hope that things will look out. Maybe they can make the playoffs. Maybe there's the play-in tournament. Something at this point, something, because this is just crazy. Lonzo's been in trade talks for whatever, and the Pelicans don't know what they want to do with him. They drafted 2 point guards. They got another point guard in Eric Bledsoe. They want Zion Williamson to be a point forward. They want Brandon Ingram to be a point forward. They want everyone else to hold the ball and facilitate the offense instead of Lonzo Ball. And you know what's crazy to me? Even though Lonzo isn't even being utilized right, Lonzo's so smart, and you even heard Magic Johnson say this. Lonzo Ball is one of the smartest basketball players out there. You want to know why Magic Johnson said that Lonzo is one of the smartest basketball players out there? He has one of the highest basketball IQs out there, and someone like Magic Johnson can say that because he was one of the smartest basketball players to ever play this game, a Hall of Famer. It's because even though Lonzo Ball's not even being used right, he's still shooting a career high career high 3% 3-point percentage from the field. He's still making it work. He's still playing top level defense. He's still making the right basketball play. He's still making his teammates better, even being forced to play off the ball. Most of the time, Lonzo's just standing in the corner because the offense isn't dictated, it's not being facilitated through him. So if you're not going to use Lonzo correctly, let Lonzo go to another team. Now Lonzo's going to walk in free agency. He's going to be a restricted free agent this summer. Another team is just going to pay Lonzo the money he deserves. Why are they going to give him some crazy contract or some crazy trade when the Pelicans clearly don't want him? Whatever offer Lonzo's going to get, the Pelicans aren't going to match. A very incompetent franchise. Very, very incompetent franchise. I would love this core with Brandon Ingram. I love this core with Zion Williamson. I love all the players together, but this is just ridiculous. Simply ridiculous. But again, it's your boy for all to envy. You disagree with me, you agree with me. Let me know in the comments down below. Please subscribe. It's your boy for all to envy. Envy gang. Lonzo's still a Pelican. It is what it is. I'm out.